Hey, what's up? How you doing, my guardians? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Destiny 2 Xur video. It is Xur Day, Friday, May the 6th, 2022, and Xur is back in the EDZ. And also, it's Guardian game, so yeah, it's a good time, my guardians. If you didn't know, Xur shows up every Friday, and this week, Warlocks is up on tops. Let's go! We're about to have some fun, see what Xur has as far as exotics and legendaries. This week, he's in the EDZ, so spawn into the Winding Cove, and today, we're gonna see what Xur has for us. Now, let's get it, my guardians. If you are a new light player, Xur can show up in one of 3 locations every week. This week, he is in the EDZ. This week, we have some random rolls always, 2 for some amazing exotics, 1 for the Hawkmoon, 1 for the Dead Man Tail. So, let's start off this week with the Hawkmoon, see what kind of random rolls we have. We have Fullborn for increased range and a decrease a little bit on stability. We have Alloy Magazine, Killing Wind, and Combat Grip, making this a pretty fantastic roll because, hey, the Hawkmoon is just a fantastic weapon, am I right? Next up, the Dead Man Tail. Oh boy, is this roll good. Yep, it can be considered a god roll. Now we have none other than Polygonal Rifle for increased stability, which is good. We have high cal rounds, we have moving target, increased speed and acquisition when you're aiming down the sights, and composite stock, making this roll super fantastic. Excellent in PvE, excellent in PvP, and you might consider this a god roll if you're liking that last slot perk. So just saying, pick that bad boy. I'm definitely gonna pick it up as soon as I get my glimmer up. Yep, picking that one up. Alright, now don't forget, we have always returning. We have the illustrious, the illuminous, exotic, and Graham. You can get after all of these older exotics if you want. Let's go ahead and pick them up. Now, of course, we have returning Skyburners. Oh, this is going to be our exotic for the week. Scout Rifle, right? Used to be the meta back in the day. It is awesome. Comes with the intrinsic perk called Slug Rifle. The weapon lobs large explosive seeking slugs where you're firing from the hip. Where you're aiming down sight, the slugs travel fast and straight with higher damage and at a lower rate of fire. Excellent when it comes to Cabals and Phoenix shields as well, making this a pretty fantastic scout rifle. Pick it up and add it to your collection. Should be good in PvE and in PvE. Next up, the Celestial Nighthawk, exotic helmet for that hunter class. Comes with the intrinsic perk called Hawkeye Hack. Modifies golden gun to fire a single high damage shot. Enemies eliminated by the shot explode and grant you super energy. And it does exactly that, which means it's going to be excellent in PvE, but in PvP, not so much. You know, you definitely want more shots so you can get more kills, am I right? But still, awesome looking helmet. Pick it up and add it to a collection. Next up, the Heart of the Inmost Light is up next. Exotic chest piece for that Titan class. Comes with the intrinsic perk called Overflowing Light. Using your ability, Great Melee or Barricade empowers the other 2 abilities. Empowering means ability have faster regen, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points, which means it's really good. The thing is, you don't really see too many people rocking this in PvE or PvP. Just have a whole bunch of great exotics for the Titan class, but it's a good one. I would definitely pick it up and add it to my collection. Next up, the Fellwinter's Helm is an exotic helmet for the Warlock class. Comes with the intrinsic perk called the Warlord's End. Powered melee final blows create a burst of energy that weaken nearby targets. Finishers and final blows against more powerful targets increase the radius of the burst and the length of the weakening effect, which means it's excellent in PvE, but in PvP, not so much. Not saying it's not good, it's just hard to proc. And, you know, Guardians are smart. Not like Fallen, not like Cabal, but still pretty good. Pick it up, add it to your collection. Now, for our legendaries this week, we got some pretty good items. Let's start off with our very first item. It looks like we got a pulse rifle. This one is going to be a 390 adaptive frame with a handling masterwork on this as well. But we have some other sights. We got slow 21 plus, which is pretty cool. We got Spell 26 front for a little bit more range, so you want to keep it right there. Alloy Magazine, Flare, and Magwell. So yeah, a little bit more stability. It's not bad at all. We have 2 really good traits on this one. We have Rangefinder, and last but not least, we have Kill Clip, making this a pretty excellent roll, and it should be excellent in PvE and in PvP. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves another awesome weapon, and this one is the False Promises. I like this auto rifle. Now this is a 360 high impact frame, really hard to get really good rolls on this one. So let's go over and see what we got. We got chamber compensator for born, but you definitely want more stability, so keep it right there. We also have a pendant magazine, and we also have flared magwell, so keep it right there on the flared magwell for a little bit more stability. Overflow, which is a bit good depending on the weapon. Picking up a special or heavy ammo automatically loads this weapon beyond normal capacity. And rampage, which is really good on any weapon, am I right? And we have ourselves stability masterwork, which we need, making this a pretty fantastic roll. Like I said, it's hard to nail the False Promises on a really good roll, and this one is pretty good. So definitely pick it up, add it to your collection. It should be excellent in PvE and in PvP. Next up, the Eternal Blazon Scout Rifle. It's going to be an ARC class, 200 RPM lightweight frame, superb handling, move more faster with this weapon, with candle PS for a short zoom. We got flash HS5 for a little bit more range, and we also have high count rounds and slide shot, which is a really good one, especially if you are putting it on a shotgun, and unrelenting, making this a pretty fantastic roll for PvE, and for PvP it should be outstanding as well. Next up, we have the Truth Teller Grenade Launcher, 90 RPM lightweight frame, one shot if you get the right rolls. Let's go over it. We got a handling masterwork on this bad boy for counter mass. We have quick launch, so more velocity is always a good thing. Keep it right there. Implosion round, which is pretty good for a controlled explosion. You know, you want spike grenades, but if you don't have spike grenades for that one-shot kill in PvP, implosion round will be the next best thing, and that is what we have. We also have concussion grenades, so you definitely want to keep it on implosion rounds. We also have two other good traits on this bad boy, which are going to work pretty well together. Field prep, so crouch down low, faster reload speed, stow, and when you're crouched, it's always a good thing. Increase ammo reserve, and multi-kill clip, making this a pretty fantastic roll with the handling masterwork, right? Should begin PvE and in PvP as well. Next up, we have a shotgun, the first in, last out shotgun. Now this is going to be an ARC shotgun, 65 RPM pinpoint slug frame, which means it's going to fire a single slug shot. We have on this bad boy slide shot and demolitionist, making this a total PvE roll, so it should be pretty good in PvE, but in PvP, not so much. Again, shotguns are pretty good, and if you are deadly with the shotgun, you should be pretty good with that one. Next up, the Honor Edge Sword is up next. This is also an ARC sword, right? This is adaptive frames, means you're going to be doing R2, and you're going to be getting some uppercuts with this weapon. Now, we have some cool traits on this one. We got Hone Edge and Temper Edge for more sword damage and ammo, of course. We have Balance Guard and Enduring Guard. Tireless Blade, which is pretty good. Every other power sword kill, you're going to get a little bit more ammo, and Ungrande. So, yeah, you can get a lot more damage just when you switch to this weapon from another weapon, which is pretty good. Combine all this together and you got yourself a really good weapon with the impact masterwork, making this pretty much almost a god roll. So yeah, the Honor Edge is definitely one I would pick up. Next up, the Talons of the Eagle Scout Rifle is up next. It's going to be a 150 high impact frame scout rifle. Now, this one also has a stability masterwork, so already working in its favor. Corkscrew rifling is up next, a little bit more range and stability, and we also have small bore, so choose whichever one you want. Steady rounds and alloy mag, I would definitely roll with steady rounds, because you definitely don't want that to kick too much, right? Outlaw's up next for precision kills, going to decrease the reload speed. Ambitious Assassin, overflow the magazine based on the number of rapid kills, making this a PvE roll. For PvP though, it still should be pretty decent as well. So if you're looking for a scout rifle from 150 archetype class, I would definitely pick this up and have some fun with it. Just know that it's not a god roll. But for our armor set, we have the 7 Serpa set. None of these are going to be excellent as far as the stat rolls are concerned, and for transmog as well. So for me, it's a hard pass. But out of all of these, I would kind of pick up the arms, but I just wish that the resilience and the discipline was swapped out with the mobility and the strength, and then we will be working ourselves with a pretty good armor roll. But the high roll of 66 is what I would get out of all of these, but that is just me. So there you have it, my Guardians. This is everything that Xur has brought for us this week. May the 6th, 2022. Happy Friday, my Guardians. I hope you and yours have a wonderful day. We're doing a giveaway in stream next week on Tuesday, so hopefully I'll see you there. Once again, hope you and yours have a wonderful day. Happy Friday, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.